Greetings, Space Cadets, and welcome back to Because We're Bored. Today we're going to do a different take on the old Pavlov's dog experiment, because we're going to do it with my cat, Neo, only because we're bored. Okay, so first I want to apologize. I haven't seen an episode of Because We're Bored for a long time, and part of that is because I haven't been bored. I've actually been quite busy. I just finished producing my new CD with my buddy Jesse Manabusin. It's called Fish With Me. If you go on YouTube and type in Ken Canedo Fish With Me, you'll hear all our tracks. I've also been busy writing my book. This is the sequel to my first book, Keep the Fire Burning. So I'm writing a book. This was about the 1960s liturgical music scene, and I'm writing the sequel on the 1970s. But you're not here for all my work, my real life. You're here to see what I'm going to do when I'm bored. So I'm sure you all remember your high school science. Pavlov's experiment with his dog. Pavlov was a Russian scientist. In the 1890s, he started noticing that every time he entered the room, his dogs would start salivating. And it was a nuisance at first. Then he realized that they're salivating because, they want food. But then he realized they're salivating when he enters the room because he's the one that brings them the food, even though he has no food to give them. So he was wondering if he could control that salivation by doing what's known as classical conditioning. He would ring a bell and then let the dog associate the bell with feeding time. And it was very interesting. It was a very important step forward for behavioral science. Well, I was wondering if this experiment would work with cats. And you've all seen my cat, Neo. You've all met him before in previous Because We're Bored videos. He's a very cool cat. And let's see if the bell and the feeding thing works with a cat. As expected, no response. So let's see what would happen when I ring the bell while I'm putting food in Neo's bowl. Eat well. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So I'm going to try ringing the bell over the course of a week and see what happens. Ah, after 1 week, a quick response. And now the ultimate test. Let's see if Neo responds to the bell when he's upstairs and I'm downstairs. Well, that's all I have for you today. That was very interesting, wasn't it? You know, some people can call their cat by saying, "Here, kitty, 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 here, kitty, kitty." But I can call my cat by ringing a bell. How cool is that? So be with us next time, and I'm going to try to go back to the old schedule of doing Because of Bored at least once a week, and I'm not sure what the next episode will be. What do you want it to be? I'll find something, but we'll see you next time, only because we're bored.